Now, another wide receiver that the Kansas City Chiefs have been linked to is wide receiver Curtis Samuel. Now, we know he plays for the Washington Commanders, and what it seems like is Brett Veach is trying to get guys that he's already had some interest in, such as, I don't know if he had an interest in Mooney before, but I know he had interest in Hollywood Brown. He had interest in Curtis Samuel before, and he's trying to get Darnell Mooney. So what it seems like Veach is trying to do, he's trying to get a short, speedy guy that could stretch the field and that could be very versatile into this offense. So with that being said, it is looking like either Darnell Mooney or Curtis Samuel or Hollywood Brown are locks to be Chiefs at this point. Now, when it comes to Calvin Ridley, I thought that was a big possibility. We still don't know how that situation is going. It could just be a smoke screen for Veach to get Calvin Ridley. Who knows? We don't know what Veach has up his sleeve. But what we do know is that Brett Veach definitely has something up his sleeve, and that's for sure. Now, Curtis Samuel, I'm kind of biased because I'm from Brooklyn, and Curtis Samuel's from Brooklyn. He went to Erasmus High School, which isn't too far from my house, so we're from the same neighborhood. So that's why I'm going to be very biased about this. But I would love the idea of Curtis Samuel to the Kansas City Chiefs. I mean, he's very good, bro. Like, he's very good. He played with the Poverty Commanders. He wasn't in the best situation. You know, he's had bad QBs. So I can understand why some of y'all think he's mid. Now, y'all comparing him to MVS. Y'all gotta chill with the things y'all say, bro. Curtis Samuel actually gets open. He creates separation. He's not no damn MVS. And he's faster than MVS. He runs a 4.31. But he actually runs routes and he gets open and he catches some balls that MVS would never catch in his life. So y'all definitely need to calm down on my boy Curtis. I'm not saying MVS is bad, but the disrespect is crazy. Y'all call any fast dude MVS nowadays. Y'all gotta chill with that, bro. I do like the idea of either Curtis or, Mooney to this team. I've been saying it. And getting Samuel with Rice with a wide receiver in round 1 or round 2, that's just the perfect formula. I just feel like the Chiefs need to take advantage, and they do need to they do need to sign a wide receiver in this free agency, and they do need to get Tyron Smith and sign some defenders so they could draft very comfortable. Like, they wouldn't have to force themselves to do too much in the draft. They could just be very comfortable with who they want to pick. And that's just what I think. That's the agenda that I'm pushing right now. That's what the Chiefs should do. But I'm not the GM. I'm not a better GM than Brett Veach. I'm not a better coach than Andy Reid. So whatever they do is that's what I'm gonna rock with. But I'm just giving a suggestion on what I would do, and that's what this channel's all about, man. But let's get deeper into Curtis Samuel and talk about the possibility of him being a good fit with the Chiefs. Well, news is broke that Darnell Mooney's getting signed to a 3-year, $39 million deal. So no more Darnell Mooney to Kansas City. That's not happening. So now that even makes this Curtis Samuel wide receiver signing, it even makes it more possible, man. And I do believe that Curtis Samuel could give the production that Mooney was going to give us anyway. So either one of those two would have been good. But now that Mooney's gone, I think we get Curtis Samuel. At this point, I don't really want to even feed into the wide receiver market. I'll take Curtis Samuel or Odell Beckham on some low contracts. But other than that, I really want to get into left tackle, signing Tyron Smith, and definitely getting on defense and trying to get Danielle Hunter or like a stud that could match the other studs on the Kansas City Chiefs defense. So it's still a lot of ways that Veach could go. I just want to see what he's going to do. We need some depth. So hopefully he can address that. And yeah, man. But now, let's dig in deep to Curtis Samuel. But yeah, man, the former Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver Greg Dieter, I don't remember how to say his name. He went on Twitter and he dished out 3 free agent wide receivers that he think would fit with the Chiefs. He said Calvin Ridley, Curtis Samuel, and Darnell Mooney. So Tyreek Hill, who obviously used to play for the Kansas City Chiefs, he even chipped in and gave his opinion on who he believes make the most sense for KC among the bunch. He said Curtis Samuel would be the best fit. So Samuel is 27. He's an 8th-year wideout who spent 4 years with the Carolina Panthers, who drafted him in the 2nd round of the 2017 NFL Draft. He spent the previous 3 seasons with the Washington Commanders. 5'11", 195 pounds. He has experience on the outside. He has experience in the slot. 52% of his snaps have been in the slot. in his career. 45% have been out wide, so he could do both, and that's something that the Kansas City Chiefs value, dudes that can play in and out. Lance Zierlein, he said that Samuel is a jack of all trades but a master of none. So that sounds like a dude that's very versatile and has a lot of versatility, but he doesn't have a specific strength. So he ran a 4.31 40-yard dash at the NFL Combine, and in his career, he's accumulated 317 receptions, 3,383 receiving yards, and 29 total touchdowns. That's 22 receiving, 7 rushing. You know, during the last 2 seasons in Washington, Samuel, 1,269 receiving yards with 10 total touchdowns. That's 8 receiving and 2 rushing. Now, according to Spot Tracks, they say that Samuel's worth a 3-year, $34 million. I don't know. Mooney just got a 3-year, $39 million. So at this point, I'm traumatized. I don't want to pay Curtis Samuel 3-year, $34 million, but who knows? If it's not a lot of guarantees into it and it's incentive based, that wouldn't be that bad. But given his versatility and Kansas City's need for speed, I do think that he'll be a very sensible addition for us. And I would love to see it. I mean, he's coming off a 2023 campaign where Eric Bieniemy was his offensive coordinator. And Casey also wanted him coming out of Ohio State. So he's familiar with the offensive scheme that's used in Kansas City. And that's why I believe the Chiefs would be a very good fit for him. Nate Taylor said you might want to start watching film of Darnell Mooney or Curtis Samuel. So it was either coming down to Darnell Mooney or Curtis Samuel. And now it looks like it's just going to come down to Curtis Samuel, man. So I don't know. Spending them years with the Washington Commanders, I don't really expect you to even play your best. But last season, man, I've literally watched Commanders games because I watch every game. And I've seen Curtis Samuel made some plays. I thought it was Terry McLaurin at first, but it was Curtis Samuel. He's made some beautiful plays for the Commanders, and I don't see how that stops with Kansas City. And I would definitely love him to be a nice little cool MVS replacement that's going to do it better than MVS. And that's very cool. Then we get into the draft, and, you know, we draft a wide receiver. Or we could take the other route, sign Odell Beckham, and then draft 2 wide receivers in the draft. There's still a lot of ways to attack this offseason and get good weapons around Patrick Mahomes just to make him happy again. Because I don't know, man. Them numbers from Mahomes last year, we know he won the Super Bowl, but I know regular season don't matter if you're winning Super Bowls. But on his resume, that shit looks bad. 27 touchdowns, 14 picks. That's like a Mac Jones type of stat line. And we know Patrick Mahomes is a Hall of Famer, so he's not going for that again next season. So get my boy Pat some weapons. I believe they're going to do it. Curtis Samuel's the start, and then we move on from there. Chiefs priority. I got a lot more content coming out for y'all. I'm out, man. Peace.